All right, just leaving the pawn shop. We paid 39 bucks for a stack of games. We'll check them out back at the crib. Didn't want to play this one for a minute. See what else we find. This is going for some bucks. Let me know what I'm missing. There's a lot of heat, so I know I'm leaving something behind, but let me know what you see. Been looking for this one for a minute. Definitely picking this one out. All right, you see it. We got a decent stack of video games that we need to check out. Let's do that right now. Before we get into that, these games were the ones that we picked up while we were in Virginia. I made the mistake of putting them in the suitcase, and this is what happened to one of the cases. The game is still in good shape, but the case is shot. Even the cover art got ripped up. Thankfully, everything else is good. One messed up case, but everything else made it back with no problem. Metroid Prime, still in good condition. Everything is cool with that. And everything else is good too. But I wanted to show you that. Don't make the mistake I made, putting your games in a suitcase like that. What was I thinking, man? I'm lucky that this is the only thing that got messed up. Anyway, let's check out these games we picked up. We made 2 stops at 2 different pawn shops. Both pawn shops were a USA Pawn, just different locations. First one that we stopped at, they used to have games all the time. They stopped taking games. So they only get games in when someone goes and pawns or trades in a console and they have games with it. That's the only time they take games. So when I stopped at this pawn shop, I didn't expect to find anything. I just happened to be in the area, didn't have the GoPro. So I just popped in and they had some games. So let's check out what we picked up. So let's start out with this Nintendo 3DS game. It's called Crush 3D, a puzzle with another dimension. Looks like this one is complete with the manual. Escape from a world of brain-stretching puzzles. Not a big Nintendo DS player, but they do sell rather quickly, so it's always nice to come across a Nintendo DS game, especially a 3DS game that is complete with the manual and the inserts. Let's see what this one's going for. So checking out price charting, this one goes for about 13 bucks. So we'll go ahead and take some pictures of this one pretty soon, get it listed. I'll show you that whole process in a minute. But let's check out what else we picked up. Next, we have Dead Island Definitive Collection for the PS4. Everything that we picked up, PS4 games. I'm trying to stay away from Xbox. Don't need them, so I just stick with the PS4. Contains 2 complete games. Dead Island Riptide Definitive Edition and Dead Island Definitive Edition. Let me know if you play Dead Island or if you're a fan of this one. It also includes the Retro Revenge. That actually looks really sick. I might play just for that. See if we can't get a better look at that right there. Probably not gonna see it too well on the GoPro, but the retro looks really nice. Let's check that one out. Ace Combat 7 for the VR. Oh, wait a minute. Why'd I pick this up? You see me processing? So Ace Combat 7 is not just for the VR, but you can play VR missions on here. I don't have a VR headset. So yeah, I confused myself for a minute there. I wonder why I even grabbed this. But Ace Combat 7 Skies Unknown for the PS4. This looks sick. I'm getting caught up in reading the back of the box. Let's see what else we got. Rayman Legends. Shout out to Zia. Nice little spot here in Arizona. Looks like they picked that up from there, and then we picked it up from the pawn shop. Rayman Legends. Let's see what this is going for on price charting. It's going to take me a hot second. These stickers on here, got to take those off of there, but we'll do that in a little bit. Let's see. Most of the games that I pick up are typically games that, well, of course, they're games that I either don't have and want to add to my collection, or something that I may have and we can flip and make a quick buck to counterbalance some of these. Sometimes it doesn't work out that way all the time, but we get to add some things to the collection for free here. Rayman Legends, not going for too much, 11 bucks. Man, Zia had this thing for 23. I wonder when they had this thing priced for 23. There's a receipt in here. Nah, no receipt. I think we paid 39 total, if I remember correctly. I don't have a receipt anywhere, but I think we paid close to 39, maybe 40 bucks for this first stack of games. Shadow of the Colossus for the PS4. I was watching, I believe it was Game Ranks. Take the sticker off. And they had a countdown of epic moments in games, or something to that extent. Something about the first time you come in contact with the Colossus on this game. And when I saw that, I said, yeah, I gotta pick that up for sure. So I'm on the hunt for it. I'm gonna look for it. And then a couple days later, we found it at the pawn shop. So very nice. We found 2 copies of it at the same pawn shop. So now we have one to keep and one to sell. This one looks like it's in a little bit of a lot rougher condition down there. So, you know, I'm not keeping this one. This is the one that I will list, but I will be sure to take very good pictures and note that there's some damage to that right there. But Shadow of the Colossus, I am looking forward to playing this one very soon. In fact, I believe I'll go ahead and get it installed and let that be the next game I play. After the one I'm playing currently. I'll show you that in a minute too. So we made another stop at a second USA pawn. We picked up Hunting Simulator 2 for the Nintendo Switch. Now, I am not a fan of hunting games. Definitely going to put this one up to flip. I picked this up just for that purpose. With the news, and it seems to be pretty solid, about the new Switch dropping sometime next year, I'm looking forward to finding more Nintendo Switch games when that new Switch drops. What typically happens is people want to sell off those games so they can buy new ones for their new system, which makes perfect sense. But for a collector like me who likes to find these things cheap, really looking forward to the next Switch. Probably will pick it up, but I'm more so looking forward to the next Switch so that I can get the current Switch games for cheaper. If you're looking to add to your collection, maybe build up a Nintendo Switch collection and you're not worried about it being the last model. I mean, look at all these PS4 games, right? We get these for dirt cheap now. Still very good games, just because there's a new console out. I don't plan on playing this. I'll test it, make sure it works, and get this listed. Nah, we're not gonna shoot it. We see it works. Let's get this listed. Looks like it goes for about 24 bucks. So we'll flip this and earn back some of the money that we spent on this next bunch. Man, I'm so bad with these numbers. I think it was probably, it was 70. 70 bucks is what we spent on this next stack here. 70 bucks. We have, oh my God, my chair is so loud. Do you hear that? No, of course you don't. Because now I'm trying to make a noise and it just won't do it. Metro Redo. All right, I got interrupted. Back to it. See, you can hear the chair now, right? Anyway, Metro Redo. This one looks like something I would want to play. So it may not just go straight to being listed. We might play it first. It goes for about 22 bucks, says 2 sales per week. But it definitely looks like something I would play. 2 different games on here. Metro Redo is the ultimate double game collection, including the definitive versions of both Metro 2033 and Metro Last Light. So we might check this one out. Some travel coming up, and I definitely need something to play on the Switch. This looks like this might be my type of game. So Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. Adding this one to the collection for the Nintendo Switch. No doubt about it. Not even gonna. There was no doubt that this was going to the collection. We're not listing this one. We're keeping this one for sure. Oh, Tokyo 2020. I didn't say that piece. Make sure I get that in there. But let's see what it's going for in price charting. We paid, I think it was about $10 a peach, Mario. $10 a piece for the Nintendo Switch games. This is going for $23.50, and it says 1 sale per day. Definitely adding this one to the collection. Anything that's Mario, I'm pretty sure I'm going to hold on to. I'll sell it if I have a copy of it already. I don't need multiple copies, but if I don't have it, I'm likely going to keep it. Yeah, Mario is Mario. There's really nothing else that needs to be said about that. Next up, we have Indigo Prophecy. Now, this game I added to the playlist. You see it, if you can see the TV behind me, it's literally the game that I'm playing right now. A Quantic Dream game, if you are familiar with them. I'm about 2 hours in. Really good story. You control 3 different characters, and you know, make moves based on whatever decision you want to choose. I don't want to give too much of it away, but it is a detective mystery, but you know who did it, but the other person doesn't know who did it, but you're controlling both people. Check this one out if you haven't. Guilty Gear Round 10, or is it Round X? Are we saying the Roman numeral, or are we just saying letters? You guys are gonna kill me for not knowing what this is, so let's crack this thing open. It's complete, has a manual. Oh, look at this. This is always fun. Has a receipt. All right, okay. That says Cash America. That must be where that's a different pawn shop. So it looks like this game at some point was purchased at GameStop September 7th of 2019. Very nice. 27 bucks. Why the hell did he get it for 21? I'm all in this dude's business. Shout out to Mike. Shout out to Mike. I'm gonna leave the receipt in this game case. Yeah, that's what I do. I leave the receipt in there. Because when I come back across it someday, I'm gonna say, oh yeah, look, there's a receipt in there. Here's something interesting. It has a NHL sticker on there. So I'm sure they did a case swap or something, but this is, I'm gonna have to check this out. Let's see what's going for in price charting. I feel like it's not even gonna pop up, so we don't know what the hell this game is. This is a knockoff. Oh no, there it is. $14, 1 sale per week. Cool. Guilty Gear Round 10. Now this one I've been looking for some time. I picked this up. I'm sorry, I didn't pick this up. I went to a yard sale. Somebody was selling a whole bunch of Super Nintendo games, and I picked up the Nintendo DS with the Mario Kart on there. I do believe at that yard sale he had Bendy, and he wanted to keep it, and I didn't question. I was like, cool, it's your stuff, man, you do what you want. But we found it. Bendy the Ink Machine. Definitely gonna play this one. This might be a battle between this and Shadow of the Colossus as to which one we play next after Indigo Prophecy. So we are in the mix when it comes to playing these games. I'm picking a lot of these games up, and I'm finally just creating the time to play them. You may have saw a random video pop up if you're a follower, and it was like, what the hell? Shout out to, I forget the guy's name, bro. I'm gonna have to look you up. But left a comment, and I'm confused. What the hell is this? It was the first 30 seconds or so of Indigo Prophecy. So at some point, I do plan to start streaming and getting that uploaded onto YouTube. So look out for that. We'll figure that out soon. But in the meantime, we are getting into actually playing these games, and Bendy and the Ink Machine is going to be one that we play very soon. Guardians of the Galaxy for the PS5. The movie Volume 3 just dropped on Disney Plus. We were talking about watching that. Haven't gotten around to it yet. But when we saw this, I figured when we purchased a stack of games, they would give us a good price. And they did. I mean, it was 70 bucks for this whole stack that I'm showing you. Don't know what that worked out to per game, but it's my people over there, man, at USA Pawn. I appreciate y'all. Oh, wait, there's my receipt. Boom. I paid $70.59. That's what we paid. We have Guardians of the Galaxy for the PS5 with the inserts. Very nice. We're going to check this out. I have been somehow, some way, with as much video game news and just daily YouTube videos that I watch, I've avoided spoilers regarding this game. Let me know if you played any of these games that I'm rambling on about. Let me know if you played any of them and if they're good and if they should jump to the top of my playlist. In fact, I need to start a real life playlist. Everybody says they have a backlog, and I say it too. I have a backlog of games that I definitely want to play, but I should start getting them in some sort of order because I'm gonna finish Indigo Prophecy before I jump to anything else, but I definitely would like to play Shadow of the Colossus, Guardians of the Galaxy. I started replaying Spider-Man on the PS5, the remastered version, but I might have to just put that away. I was trying to play that before Spider-Man 2 drops, but there's a lot of stuff in here that I haven't experienced, and I think I may want to check some of that out before we go back to something so familiar. So we'll see how that goes, but I'll keep you updated. But that list of games that I want to play, I definitely need to start that. But your comments will let me know which one needs to jump to the top of that list. Little Nightmares 2 for the PS4. Actually, while I was there, I had the case. They had the case for Little Nightmares 1. Unfortunately, we couldn't find the game. So I picked up Little Nightmares 2. I'll check back at that pawn shop very soon. And I'm sure at some point they'll have that Little Nightmares 1. We'll find it, and I will add that to the collection as well. But in the meantime, we have part 2. It is a good-looking game. Based on the cover art, it looks very nice. This is one that I will play. I don't have any plans to sell this one, but I want to play part 1 first. Just gotta do it that way. It's going for about 15 bucks on price charting, and it says 2 sales per week. Well, actually, the one that is the banger of the lot that I didn't even talk about, I didn't show you the price on, was the Indigo Prophecy. I hadn't seen it, so when I picked it up, I checked the price at the store, and it goes for 38 bucks. And it says 2 sales per month. I don't think it gets listed very often. It seems like not everyone, but most of them say limited run games. But wait a minute. Limited Run is I don't know if Limited Run is like the production company or what. Another thing that this comes with that I forgot to tell you, and I'm bouncing around a little bit, forgive me. It does have the insert, but it also has what looks to be a reversible cover. It says Fahrenheit. So I don't even know what the hell the name of this game is. It says Indigo Prophecy on the, it says Indigo Prophecy over there, but it says Fahrenheit. What the hell? Okay, insert, reversible cover. Slide this back in here neatly. And this card that looks to be numbered, this is number 71. So while it says it sells for about 38 bucks, the most recent listings that I see on here have sold for 40, one sells for 49, one sells for 43, and then it starts dropping a little bit after that. But the most current ones is selling for about 43, so it's climbing up a little bit. Next, we have the Talos Principle Deluxe Edition. Explore a story about humanity, technology, and civilization. Overcome more than 150 immersive puzzles. So let's see what this one's going for on price charting. This was one of those games that I had not seen before, so I just picked it up. That was the main reason behind that one. It's going for 19 bucks with 2 sales per week. If you're basing it on the back of this box, this is the greatest game ever made. 9 out of 10. Incredible, says IGN Spain. 9 out of 10. Magical, says GamesBeat. Sublime. Those are 3 reviews, 3 one-word reviews for this game. I don't think I'm going to play it anytime soon. This one we picked up with the mindset of flipping it as soon as possible. Minecraft Season 2 Story Mode, a Telltale series. I do believe Minecraft usually goes for about 20 bucks. That's usually the gate. 22 on this one. 22 with 1 sale per day. So we're going to get this tested, take some pictures of it, and get it listed rather quickly here to get this out the door. Next up, we have Dead or Alive 6. This one I might keep. This one's a good-looking game right here. It's a good-looking fighter. Let's check the price charting on this one. Going for 25 with 2 sales per week. Sells pretty frequently. So worst case scenario, if something comes up, I'm like, hey, I want to get something else instead of this. This can be one that I can easily flip. I have not played Dead or Alive 6 on PS4 or any console for that matter. But we're going to check this out. Is that a dinosaur? That's chaos. Moving on. The final game we picked up, we actually already have as a part of the collection. So we're going to get this tested and listed. The Last Guardian. Oh, look at that. From the makers of Shadow of the Colossus. Very nice. Very nice. I want to check this one out. I have not played it. It has definitely been on my list. I've heard great things about the story. I heard it's a very, very nice game in the sense of the bond between whatever the hell this animal is and this kid. So we're definitely going to check this one out at some point. But that's it, man. That's everything we picked up from the 2 pawn shop stops. We didn't get a lot of footage or any footage inside because it was just, music was crazy in there. It was club pawn shop. We paid $70 at one pawn shop and about $40 at the other one. So what is that, $110 that we're in for it? We can get the money back if we sell off some of these games, which we do have intentions to say, okay, let's say, I know we're selling off Shadow of the Colossus. Don't know about Rayman, don't know Ace Combat. This is definitely going to go, right? Because we already have a copy of The Last Guardian. Minecraft, don't have any plans to keep that one. We'll get that one out the door. This one, I don't know if I'm going to play anytime soon. If I had to take a guess, I would put it over here and say we're about to get rid of that one at some point. Bendy, we're definitely going to keep. Guardians, we're going to hold on to. Little Nightmares, I want to hold on to. Guilty Gear, this one, I'm going to keep this one. Don't know why, but I like the way that one looks. We'll see about this. Not sure about, I mean, I know they sell well, but it's also so rare that I come across a Nintendo 3DS game. So that puts me in a weird kind of bit of a bind. I want to hold on to it, but I probably shouldn't. So I'm going to put it over here and say that I am, right? Just to give you an idea of how we can get some of this money back. I know that we're going to get rid of this one. So with this bunch of games, not close to the 110, 10, 20, 40, 60. Oh, actually, we are pretty close. We're at about maybe 75, 80 bucks with this stack of games on the low end, right? I'm saying 10 for Shadow of the Colossus, 10 for The Last Guardian, 20, 20, 20. And I know I'm undervaluing that just to say, okay, this is what we can get. But we can get our money back and be okay pretty quickly. So even if we only sell these for 80 bucks, that means that we add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 games to our collection for $30, bruh. That's nuts. Squirrel nutty. 30 bucks for 13 games. And we're not talking about anything rinky-dink either. This is a $40 game that we're talking about right here. This one is 23 every day, all day. Metro saying for 20. these are some real good games that we're talking about into our collection. So I'm not saying that you should go out there and do that. This is 25, but I'm just saying that if you don't, I will, and I'll try to record it. So hang out with me, man. That's it, man. I appreciate y'all for kicking it with me a little bit, checking out these games. Let me know in the comments what your favorite game was from these pickups. Let me know what you're playing right now, and also let me know what I need to add to my playlist from this stack here. If there's anything that needs to jump to the top, please let me know in the comments. If you haven't already done so, subscribe, hit that thumbs up, and make sure you turn on the bell for notifications. Until next time, gone.